Yeah, do I think it's important for young architects to take on further formal training after their degree? I think it's down to the individual. I mean, I remember in my third year, that's my last year of my degree, going to a winter school, and they had a guest speaker. It was a gentleman called James Dyson, the guy who sort of invents all these bizarre vacuum cleaners and gadgets. And the interesting thing is he was trained as an architect, and he said the architectural degree is the best degree in the world because it sort of opens up your mind and he says the problem can be after the degree is then to decide to go on and become an architect. And what he meant by that was to be sort of out of being this vision and opened to suddenly become bogged down in matters of the profession, to become too tied down in learning different forms of contract and too much dogma, and to not lose that spirit of keeping your mind open and fresh in a way. So he left architecture and he became an inventor. I think you don't have to leave the profession, but I think it's the value of the professional formal education is in terms of facilitating that and developing that open perspective, I think. But that was kind of my choice, I suppose, in a way. So I looked for places that gave me that. There are all sorts of types of success, to be honest. The very short term is something as exciting as winning a new opportunity or solving a problem. You know, you're presented with all these kind of unfathomable things that come in, and everyone's looking around the table and no one can work it out, and you just have a piece of insight and something kind of clicks and you say, well, what if we did that? You know, and that is kind of a nice moment of success. But I think ultimately though, the longer term idea of success is the more interesting one, about creating something, not for itself, not for the beautiful object, but creating something that endures and people value and effectively people love, whether it's a building or a space or something that becomes an important part of just people's lifestyles really. And the interesting thing is just not doing that perhaps in the context of where you know, where you were grown up and where you were brought up, but kind of, you know, when you can start to do that in places where they're very far away and really they're kind of almost, you could say they're quite alien to you in a way, is quite interesting to add that.